What was yourself?
I shouldn't have done it. Excuse me.
She's pretending like she's Jackson right now. Did you just spit milk on the floor?
How does somebody do that? Ew.
I'm not cleaning that up.
All right, what are we talking about?
So, well, you know how we always do like the water background?
Uh-huh.
I was thinking we should do the fishies.
Yes. Oh, that's brilliant.
You like the fishies?
Ooh, yeah, I
s-
do.
Now, if I can't find the fishies on YouTube, we're going to have to cut that out.
We're swimming with the fishies.
Swimming with the fishies.
Swimming with
So,
the fishies.
so it is Sunday night. Welcome back to Life After Neverland, our Sunday posted on Monday edition, where we just watched the Sunday episode and...
Well, first of all, record scratch. Wickedy, wickedy. I wanted to say, please don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. We say that every time. We would love it, okay?
Yes, like and subscribe.
Thank
please.
you. All right, so let's talk about HOH because Jackson won it, and that was dog poop.
That was like a week ago, right?
Yeah, we're going back a whole week. Okay, so he won.
I can't remember that far
Everybody knows he won. Then Tommy and Cliff, he put them up. And then lovely little Nicole, love that kid. She won POV, and then she took Cliff down and put the lovely, not so lovely Holly up on the block.
So up to this point, we're going full speed ahead with this is awesome. We've all, Big Brother fan, Big Brother fan, Big Brother fans, we have been waiting for this moment. This is where all the BS stops and the good guys take over the game. And then it doesn't happen.
Oh, I know. I was like a big, no,
So where did they go wrong this time? So this time they go wrong because they have Holly and Tommy on the block, and this is where stuff gets crazy.
So they're sitting in the room talking. Tommy, Cliff, and Nicole. Everyone saw that. And then, what do you know? They're talking game strategy. And I'll tell you this. Jackson 100% was trying to snoop on them. And I wish they would have, kind of been clued in the very first time when he walked in the HOH room and said he had to go to the bathroom. Then Tommy said, hey, guess what? I'm trying to have a conversation, so I'm trying to campaign for myself. Obviously, Jackson's not a dummy. So then he's sitting there going, oh, well, can I take a shower? Let me push it a little bit farther. Not only do I have to go tinkle, but I have to take a shower too. Meaning I want to listen in on your conversation. So then they go into the room when they don't think Jackson
like
is
the
around.
Russians.
But anyway, they go into the room and they start talking. Okay. And then what do you know? Here comes Jackson snooping in on them and hears everything. And then as you guys saw on Thursday, he decided to come up with this great big plan to say everything that he heard and throw a big wrench into the plan for them to save Tommy and send Holly to the home.
So I want to dive into this topic here. So this is where Big Brother fans are divided. I think more people are on the same side as we are, but we also have a few people messaging us on social media on Jackson's side. And I can get the argument that this was a strategic move. He's trying to win the game. And so he fabricates, just in case you're trying to figure out what we're talking about, so he fabricates the whole lie about Tommy and basically says a conversation happened that never happened and then confronts Tommy with it in front of the house in the house meeting and sticks to his guns very convincingly. Well, very convincingly to people who don't know how to read body language. I thought it was pretty obvious that because he was getting very defensive, he was getting very loud, he wasn't letting Tommy talk. Then he was like, I'm over this. Like, that's what people do when they're BSing. But, this is where you got two people. This was good game strategy and it worked, and this is selling your soul to the devil and you're a nasty person and no one's going to respect you, in or out of the game. And it's going to cost you jury votes. I'm on the latter.
I honestly was, I don't know. Okay, I've said this before. I was grossed out by the whole thing. It made me really uncomfortable. The whole thing actually makes me very, extremely uncomfortable.
I'm actually going to put a spy cam up when we're watching the rest of Big Brother so you can see her reactions during the show because it is very entertaining.
I feel abused. I feel absolutely abused.
She was getting pissed.
By Big Brother this season. And
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to get on my little soapbox. Okay, I don't like the fact that people might say, Tommy lied the whole entire time. If anyone had someone that they knew in that game, they would not go out and blab it. So why would you go and blab it? I think the time that he told them probably wasn't even good. I think he should have kept it to himself, but he chose to do it at that time, and there you go. It backfired in Tommy's face, and that sucks.
So Nicole is the smartest, most intuitive, most logical person in the game, and I wish she had 30 more pounds and 6 more inches because she would have just steamrolled this house.
She is smart, and when you were talking about BS, she is a BS detector, and I love that about Nicole.
Yeah, and when she made the point during that part of the argument, she was like, we've all done that. Like, we've all at some point talked game about sending someone out that we maybe had to deal with. Like, that's Big Brother. That's part of the game.
I love it. She's so young, yet she's so logical. I love this kid.
She saw right through Jackson and all of Jackson's BS, all the way up. Like, Cliff, like, I wanted to root for you, Cliff. Like, you have Nicole on 2 or 3 different occasions now had the right game plan in mind, was going to make the right move, and Cliff stopped her.
Oh, he totally derailed her.
He makes me so mad.
Yep, I'm very frustrated with Cliff right now. Like I have said many, many times in our vlogs, he legit is losing a game for the likes of Jackson. And
not for the likes of Jackson, for the I gave my word and I need to stick to it. It's Big Brother. No one sticks to their word. Come on, dude.
I have so many things to say about that, too. Because some of the things that were being thrown even at Tommy at the very end of this game, but you know what? I don't even need to say it because Nicole said it for us. Everything Nicole said made a total level of sense, and the only reason why Cliff derailed Nicole and Tommy went home is because he has to keep that loyalty that he feels is so valuable. I'm not really sure what that was. It might have been, I was so mad, I knocked one of the stones. I was so mad, I knocked the stones off of my ring when Cliff went ahead and told Nicole that she needs to send Tommy home. You know what I'm saying? I was pissed!
No, but yeah, she was sitting there, she was saying all the right things. She knew that Jackson was making up all the lies. She knew Tommy was being honest, and Cliff's like, well, I don't know. Now,
I can't.
Now, Cliff did admit later when he was in the diary room that I think he knew Jackson was lying, but he needed Tommy to go home for his own personal game, what he thought was the best move for his personal game, because in his mind, Tommy would beat him in the final 2, and Jackson had agreed to take him into the final 2, final 3 with Holly. So he was manipulating Nicole and sabotaging Nicole's game to try to better his own game.
But he actually believes everyone in America is, I would like to think that everyone in America who's watching Big Brother was like, really, Cliff? Cliff, really?
Hey, listen, I've been in this showmance with Corinne here for the last 80 days, but you know what? I'll vote her out and take you to the final 2 if you keep us safe this week.
He actually believed that he would throw Holly. And I think that, here's the other thing, what I told you before, and Jackson is very manipulative because he played it so that if Holly throws, if Holly tries to throw the HOH, that's going to convince Cliff. That's so manipulative. That's going to convince Cliff that he will literally throw his showmance under the freaking bus.
I just thought about something.
What'd you think?
I had an epiphany.
Uh-oh.
Listen, if you're still hanging in here with us, I'm going to make the best epiphany ever.
What is it?
Jackson and Cliff are similar individuals because they both did the same exact thing.
Oh my God!
Jackson convinced Holly to drop in the POV thinking it was like, oh, we need to honor our commitment, but really it was for his own personal gain because he couldn't have Holly winning safety because then he would be the prime target to go out the door. Cliff was convincing Nicole that the best thing to do was vote out Tommy and not Holly because they made a deal and they need to stick to their word, but really it was for his own person. They both did the same freaking thing.
And it depends, and so there you go. When we talk about that was awesome.
That's some baby bag bullshit.
I want to say this, I think that is a type of gameplay, and if you're the type of person that really likes that gameplay, kudos to you. I don't. I like how Nicole is playing. The only thing that stinks is she may have gotten trumped.
And also what stinks is the cauliflower that she cooked for lunch today that is still in the garbage that I can smell right now.
I really like cauliflower and broccoli.
Wow, so I didn't even think about that, but I haven't loved Cliff because I can tell that, at the end of the day, he's going to do what's best for him, and he's not as, nasty as Jackson is. But they both did the same exact thing. If you're mad at Jackson, you got to be mad at Cliff. He did the same thing.
And if we're talking about Neverland, I would have to say Jackson is Captain Hook and Cliff is Mr. Smee. And
that's true.
Nicole is Wendy. But I'd like to have her be a little bit of a Tinkerbell so she can kick some booties up in here. And Holly, she ain't none.
You're sprinkling a little too much pixie dust on our vlog right now.
Holly don't get none. She's basically like, I don't know, TikTok or something like that.
No, she's like an extra.
She's irrelevant.
She's like Indian number 27.
She's expendable.
She's an extra.
You're expendable. Holly, you're expendable. Okay, not only that too, but like, come on. I feel like her diary sessions are a little bit sad because I would love to know what's going on in Holly.
I don't want to be known for a showman.
Wait, but wouldn't you love?
I don't want to be known for a showman.
You're special, Holly, because I would love to know what's going on in your head. Are you thinking, I'm on national television doing things I don't want to do that are inexplicable, okay?
Are you talking about the...
I don't think we need to go there. But I also think this. You're sitting there in your diary room and you're thinking, I just sacrificed my game for a douchewad that is obsessed with watermelon. And his mommy, literally Norman Bates. And does anybody buy those tears? Because I do not.
Okay,
no.
Hold on. Pump the brakes.
No.
Okay, hold on. We've been arguing about this since the show ended, and she thinks that when Jackson and Holly were cuddled up on the couch and he was crying because he felt bad about lying and sending Tommy out, she's like, he's acting. This is crocodile tears.
Acting.
This is BS. That wasn't acting.
No,
this
he deserves an award because that was not even real.
Am I allowed to talk?
No.
Can I talk? I'm talking now.
No.
So he basically had no reason to act right then. It was just him and Holly. And then he was in the dining room and he was still emotional. It's the Jekyll and Hyde thing. There's 1 second where Jackson is being Jekyll, and there's the next second he's being Hyde. So he was being the bad guy, making up this huge lie to get Tommy out of the house, lying to everyone's face, lying to the TV, and then later on he started thinking about what he just did. He was like, wow, I'm a shithead.
He really did think about it.
So those were real tears.
No, you know what he was thinking? He was thinking, oh, what is America going to think about me? How can I spin this to make myself look good in the eyes of America?
But if that's what he's thinking, it doesn't matter. The emotion was real. Even if it was dumb or whatever.
It wasn't legit, like I said before. He is not genuine. What?
It's his voice you keep doing the whole time.
I have a new character. And it doesn't like Jackson. What? You got a problem with my voice? You got...
Listen, Jackson, those were real tears because he's a little loopy upstairs. I'm not saying I felt for him. I'm not saying my heart went out to him and I was like, oh, poor guy. No, I think he's an idiot. I think that he's like a completely narcissistic a-hole. But I think he's also maybe slightly like,
America, do you believe me? I didn't mean to chop off Tommy's head. I didn't. Sayonara, Tommy. Loser. That's Jackson.
Now, up to this point, this is all the stuff that's aired on TV. So now for the spoiler warning. Now, if you watch the live feeds, everyone now knows that, unfortunately, okay, Nicole won HOH, which means she's safe. But that means nothing other than that she's safe. The veto winner has all the power this week. So she puts up Jackson and Holly, which is meaningless because the veto competition is all that matters. And Jackson wins the POV. Wah, wah, big surprise. So now, all he has to do is take himself or Holly off, probably himself, and now they got to put up Cliff. And Holly or him get to do the final votes. Cliff.
Bye-bye, Cliff.
You thought you were smart. You kept doing your own thing. Even though Nicole kept wanting to go this way, you kept pushing this way. Now you're going home. You lost Big Brother, and it's all your fault.
That actually, you know what stinks about that? I'm really actually very sad for Cliff because I feel like unless it'll turn around, then all right, kudos to you, Cliff. Because I do think that it is, I guess I'm confused. I don't know. If Cliff is thinking the way I think, then it probably would be smart for him to go with Mickey in the end. Because Mickey is a douche. If deep down, Cliff knows, you know what, Mickey is actually a douche. I'm not going to let anybody know that, but I know he doesn't. That's the unfortunate part. That's the part I was hoping for.
But where he's stupid is where he was believing that he was going to bring him instead of Holly. He really believed that. He even said in the diary room tonight, he was like, Or no, he said it to Nicole. Like in my business, I can read people. I know people like Jackson, and when they give their word, they're sticking to it. And then in the next frame, they show Jackson in the diary room going, I'm a man of my word up until now, though. Cliff is gonna be going home on Wednesday.
Thursday.
Oh, because they gotta show the veto on Wednesday. So Cliff is definitely gonna be going home. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And he did it to himself. I don't feel bad for him at all. You know who I feel bad about is Nicole, because she has to win out to make the final two, because Jackson or Holly will obviously take each other. And I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. It's gonna be Jackson and Holly in the final two. And it's going to be the most nauseating experience of our lives.
Yep, and I don't know why, but I've been feeling this for a couple of weeks now. He knows. Yesterday and Thursday, I was actually preferring to watch Stranger Things marathon on Netflix than watch Big Brother. I can stick it through, and this is one of those moments where I don't know if I can. Like, it actually is hard to watch BB.
Nicole has to win. She has to beat Jackson basically twice. It's not going to happen. So Nicole's going to get sent home.
It's going to be pretty nasty, and I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but I just don't see this ending very well for our lovely Nicole, who is actually the best player in this game. Number one, hands down, love that kid.
So at this point in the video, we want you to take a second to drop down to the comments and tell us how you feel this week went. Up to this point, are you happy with what's played out? Are you a Jackson fan so we can make fun of you? I would
tease you.
I would say, are you a Holly fan? But there's not one person in America who's a Holly fan. And I would like to bring up this question now, and I know we still have a couple weeks left, to really start thinking about it. But who do you think is going to be America's favorite?
Well, I've heard some people say that they want to vote for Kemi because of how she was treated, but I think Nicole should 100% be their favorite. However, I have a feeling it might be Cliff. What do you think? I want Nicole.
It definitely won't be Cliff. Not now. He's made too many mistakes.
I think he just ruined it. He ruined a lot.
I think if it's fair, it'll be Nicole, unless Nicole wins, which is highly doubtful at this point. But if she wins America's favorite, at least there's a consolation prize. And I would say I would hope to see Kemi win, I suppose. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anyone, because it's been a long season.
I don't think there's anyone else deserving of it.
No,
Do you?
I don't think so either.
I really don't. But we would love to know what you guys think.
Now that Big Brother is concluding, we're discussing on our next TV show what we're going to jump on. And we both brought up, I want to do The Masked Singer, because that's one of my favorite TV shows now. And she's a huge Walking Dead fan, and that's kicking off again. And we also have the last season of Supernatural. So... we either do all three of them or we're going to pick one. So, if you have one that for sure you're going to be watching, let us know down in the comments or hit us up on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Let us know what you think the next show is going to be that you're going to want to watch after Big Brother ends, because we want to keep doing these reviews and we want to get on to another show.
We want to stay tuned with you. Okay?
Yeah. Hey, let's show them the kitties.
Oh, yeah. We have the kitties. Did you know we saved the kitties in the hurricane? I think we told you about that. Even though the hurricane didn't even come. It was just a big old rainstorm for us. But here we go.
It's a bouquet of kitties.
It's a kitty bouquet. This is Pan and Coda and Simba.
Tonight's going to be their first time with no bottle.
They're the cutest.
Yep.
Can't you tell? I know. All right, you guys. Well, please stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.
We'll see you next week.